Hi guys, welcome to another OnWheelsTV review video. United Racing Design updated the EGT mod, so the mod that we all know as Endurance Racing X, and that we know even better as EGT, which is the changing in order of the letters GTE, and that you already know, of course. And this update was for the mod in the rFactor 2 sim. So this was an important update with a lot of new stuff introduced, also so that the mod works accordingly with the latest update from ISI for the sim, and we will be discussing this on a very smooth basis. Probably we will be releasing in the coming days, maybe a week or 10 days, a more specific review about this new version of the mod. Of course, this update was only focused in the Endurance Racing X cars, which are the GTs. So they will later release the new version also of the mod in terms of the prototypes, which is the PX. So what is new in this? We will be, as usual in this kind of video, we will be showing footage of all the cars with the onboard and TV cameras, one lap with each car, because this is a big track. It is big in terms of distance, and which shows, for that matter, the amazing, and let me quote this again, the amazing Paul Ricard from Diga, which you can find at simracingteam.de. Amazing track with a lot of versions, a lot of track options, and indeed it is indeed, in our opinion, an amazing track, one of the good road tracks that we have in the sim. Amazing work by Diga. That being said, and getting back to what brought us here today, which is this update, let me just tell you a little bit of what they worked in this version of the mod. So they updated the suspension geometry for all the cars. They also made the traction control options. They are now available in the garage when you set up the cars. A minor pit timing issue was fixed. There was an update in the damage sensitivity as well as in the repair times, so that there were some discrepancies in terms of the repair times for the cars. That was revised now. And also they worked in the chassis flex. They updated the ultra flex and added some new stuff, so they improved the chassis flex for these cars. Also they revised the aero, and also included new data in terms of the default setup of all the cars. New steering system was also added, as well as more precise setup options. And that was because there were 6 different sets of new tires, new contact patch model tires, which were introduced with this update. So 4 of those sets are for slicks, so we have 4 different type of slick tires, new generation contact patch model tires. There's 1 set for intermediate, and there's also 1 set of tires, rain tires. If you guys remember, recently there was an update released for this mod for cars that are included in this mod, and that update was specifically for the C6R and the C7R. You guys are watching now the C6R, probably my favorite GT car, although the Corvette already has a new version and it is included in this mod. But I kind of feel for this one. I love this car, the performance, the design of the car, the sound of the engine. This is basically the replica of the true American car, and I love it. There's a new model, the C7, also love it, also available here, but this one is just special. But that's just me and a lot of guys. I know that there are a lot of guys that still enjoy this car a lot, and they should. The car is damn good. So continuing, there was an update for the C6R and the C7R, and in this new version there was those cars were also slided, updated once again, and that the United Racing Design did that so that the cars are accordingly with the newest ISI specs. So the newest ISI specs that were introduced in the latest update, the latest build from rFactor 2. Also, for all the cars, the brakes and the cooling systems were revised. There were also some minor changes in terms of the engine damage, and new engine models were added to all the cars, and also in those engine models, those engine models were thought to also work with the new fuel mixture settings that are available in the sim. So you can now use different mixtures, fuel mixtures in the car since this last update from Image Space Incorporated for the sim, and we will be discussing that thing of the fuel mixture in the cars in another video. But those cars already work with that. Also, there was a new dynamic COG fuel tank that was added. Also some small AI adjustments, and of course there were also other minor adjustments that were not included in the changelog. And also, very important for a mod of different manufacturers all competing for the same class, in this case named EGT, there were adjustments in terms of the balance of performance. So we all know from championships that are some more known than others, but of course who hasn't heard, for instance, about the Virtual Endurance Championship, amazingly good championship on rFactor 2, specifically being the best sim racing championship that simulates the World Endurance Championship from the real world. And these cars compete in this championship in the EGT class or in the GTE class or in the GT class. I don't know specifically the name of the class, and people choose the cars in terms of what they enjoy more in terms of the handling or in terms of the fuel management or the tire consumption management. And these cars are balanced in that matter. So there are cars that are faster but have lower fuel tanks. There are cars that wear more the tire than others, and that forces to more pit stops or to less laps with one tire, with one set of tires. And you can see that, for instance, in the Virtual Endurance Championship. You can also see that in the International Sim Endurance Championship, which is a championship hosted by Extreme RPM, also on rFactor 2. And on that championship you can also find this this mod, and also of course the prototypes. So the full extent of the United Racing Design Endurance mod, and I would say that this and the Virtual Endurance Championships are the stronger series out there on rFactor 2 that use this content. Both of them great championships. Of course, Virtual Endurance Championship with more famous and with a higher level of expertise. The guys from International Sim Endurance Championship are a mix of experience from Extreme RPM and one other league that joined them for this series, and I believe they will get there, but they are still learning a little bit their way in this very specific type of racing that has a growing audience and a growing number of people racing. and I myself am a huge fan of this type of racing. This and GT3 blow my mind right now. Yeah, I love it. So great work by United Racing Design. This is a benchmark definitely in terms of mods, third-party mods for rFactor 2. The guys from United Racing Design, of course, also developed this content for other sims, as a out of respect for the sim to which this content is dedicated. We will not mention the other sims. We also do that when we are talking about this content on other sims. And aside from that, the mod is absolutely fabulous. Actually, this is my favorite mod. It has been like that for a long time, and for now it remains like that, although there is great content currently available from third-party people to the sim. They will be releasing, as I mentioned earlier, the update in the near future for the prototypes, and once they do that, the whole extent of this content will be up to date and improving on what already is an excellent product for the community. Once again, I would invite you to visit simracingteam.de and look for this track in the download section, because this is a great track. And believe me, guys, with this kind of cars, GTs or GT3s, or even with the prototypes from the Endurance Racing X PX mod, you'll have a blast, or maybe 10 in this track, because it is great. You can choose this version that we used for this track. We decided to use the version which I believe it's called HTTP version of the track. So there are 4 or 5. I'm not sure at the moment, because I'm focused in this content, not on the track. But just to give you a thought about this, there are 4 or 5 options in terms of Paul Ricard track options in this release from Diga. This, I believe, is the HTTP, because it's the one that has a chicane or a variant in the Mistral Strait, which is that huge strait that made Paul Ricard famous. Paul Ricard, or Le Castellet, whatever you want to call it. It's all is in the same place. But no matter you use this version, or if you use the version with no variant or no chicane in the middle of the Mistral Strait, this track is perfect for these kind of cars, and it's really a high quality track from Diga, and you should check it out in the simracingteam.de website, and get it, so that you can have a lot of fun driving this, especially if you already updated this release from United Racing Design to the most recent version, or build version. Oh, I'm gonna call it version. So this is it, guys. I plan to release another video about this content, but maybe I'm waiting just that the guys from United Racing Design release the update for the prototypes, and then I'll do something with all of the content, or maybe not, in case they are still late to release the update for the prototypes. Then I will be releasing it for just for this specific content. Once again, thank you guys for watching our videos. Hope you can bring more people to the videos, although we cannot complain about our numbers in terms of viewers for content related to rFactor 2. But hey, numbers can always grow. We just don't want them to slow down. We just want them to keep improving. Guys, thank you for watching. Hope you continue with us. We will be releasing another video soon. Bye bye.